The Puffy Royal Hybrid is 14 inches thick and uses a combination of coils and foam. It has a 50-50 split, with 50% of the material being comfort material and 50% being reserved for support material. The Puffy Royal Hybrid looks like a real winner in terms of material quality alone, but in our performance test, it did struggle in a few areas. Starting with the high marks, it received a 10 out of 10 for press relief. From there, cooling, response time, and company all scored in the high 9s. Edge support, sex, and off-gassing all had notable drawbacks that landed in the low 9 range. However, the lowest scoring category for the Royal Hybrid was motion transfer at an 8.5 out of 10. This culminated in an overall performance score of 9.49, which is just slightly below average. For reference, across the 170 plus mattresses we've tested to date, the average performance score is a 9.51. The Puffy Royal Hybrid has a medium feel with a firmness rating of 5 out of 10. This feel is suitable for a wide range of sleepers, providing enough support for heavier sleepers while also having a bit of softness for lighter weight bodies. Next, we're going to talk through what the Puffy Royal Hybrid does best. First, balance levels were somewhat low, especially for a hybrid. This can be great for those who don't like an overly springy feel, but it can negatively impact sex performance. Second, the pressure relief the Royal Hybrid provides is exceptionally good due to the 7 inches of comfort material. This is quite a bit thicker than average, and it utilizes multiple layers to transition from comfort to support. Last, we found the mattress to have excellent cooling. It does a fantastic job of releasing heat and keeping the surface of the mattress cooler. However, all mattresses aren't ideal for all sleepers. Let's talk through the important consideration points for the Royal Hybrid. First, it has higher levels of motion transfer than we like to see. This could mean it's a hard recommendation for sleepers who are sensitive to movements during the night. Second, sex performance is hindered by the low bounce. While it's not a showstopper by any means, the lower bounce does negatively impact a dance without pants. Third, the price tag for the Royal is in keeping with its name by being 66% higher than the average memory foam hybrid based on all of our tests to date. Your body weight and sleeping position impact the types of mattress that are best able to support you. Our analysis is designed to help match the correct mattress, the right body types, and sleeping positions. Support on the Puffy Royal Hybrid was excellent. During our test, I felt fully supported in all sleeping positions. The mattress checks all the boxes that I look for. We have a thicker than average total profile height of 14 inches and a 7-inch comfort layer. On average, we see mattresses with a total profile height of 11.9 inches and a comfort layer of 4.1 inches. However, the support layer is 7 inches, where the average is 7.7 inches. Nevertheless, the combination of 6 layers of foam and coils creates plenty of support, while also ensuring pressure points are avoided. Given the material quality, design, and thickness, I expect light and heavier weighted sleepers alike will find the mattress to be fully supported. Overall, I'm pleased with the level of performance. Be sure to visit us over at naplab.com/mattress-quiz. There, you can submit your needs and preferences, and we'll send you back a personalized recommendation based on your inputs. Next up, we're going to move on to our individual performance tests. At NapLab, we test each mattress by analyzing according to 10 different factors that impact the feel, comfort, and performance. First up, we have our cooling test. To measure cooling, we lie on the mattress for 15 minutes, allowing it to absorb body heat. Then, we get off the mattress and take periodic measurements of the surface level temperature. Our tests show how the mattress retains and releases heat and overall cooling performance. Mattresses that breathe better, retain less heat, and sleep cooler are better as they allow sleepers to maintain a comfortable temperature. Cooling performance on the Puffy Royal Hybrid was excellent. During our test, I felt no significant level of heat buildup. The mattress does a fantastic job of releasing heat and keeping the surface of the mattress cooler. During our test, we measured a temperature decline of 4.1 degrees Fahrenheit from minute 0 to 1. From minute 0 to 5, that decline was 6.1 degrees. The Puffy Royal has a classic hybrid memory foam design. The mattress uses a thick 7-inch comfort layer built of polyfoam and memory foam on top of a pocketed coil base. Unlike more traditional memory foams, which can be heat reactive, meaning harder when it's colder and softer when they warm up, what's used here is a more modern memory foam formulation. As a result, they don't get softer or harder based on temperature. In addition, the gel-infused formulation allows them to avoid retaining heat and also further improves breathability. Overall, when I consider my subjective experience, objective data, and material analysis, I'm confident that most sleepers will find the Puffy Royal Hybrid to be sufficiently cool. For the Sinkage Test, we lie on the mattress. In addition, we use a 12-pound medicine ball to test pressure point sinkage. Deeper sinkage can cause sleepers to feel overly enveloped by the material layers, while less sinkage can make you feel that you're sleeping more on top of the mattress as opposed to in it. Sinkage is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. In our pressure point test, we measured a sinkage depth of 2.19 inches. This is just above the average of 2.18 inches based on all of our tests to date. While the point sinkage depth is more moderate, there is notably more sinkage for the heavier parts of my body. My butt and midsection in particular sank down more. The mattress creates a dramatic and exacting body contouring hug. However, the modern memory foam formulation keeps the surface more responsive and easy to move on compared to traditional memory foam. In essence, it creates the hug and body contouring that sleepers love for memory foam while minimizing the negatives of excessive hug or a stuck feeling. To test motion transfer, we place one 12-pound medicine ball on one side of the mattress and drop another 12-pound medicine ball on the opposite side. In addition, we use an accelerometer to objectively measure the motion generated by the medicine ball drop. Lower motion transfer is better as it helps sleeping partners avoid disturbing each other during the night. The Puffy Royal Hybrid has a moderate level of motion transfer. In our test, we measured a total acceleration range of 10.97 meters per second squared. This is 34.3% more motion than the average of 8.17 meters per second squared. In our motion transfer chart, which visualizes our accelerometer data, we can see the highest motion spikes from 0 to 0.14 seconds. Motion drops off significantly immediately thereafter, and by 0.72 seconds, we're back at near zero levels. Mattresses with the lowest motion are able to return to near zero energy levels within 0.3 seconds. Needless to say, Puffy Royal is a good bit worse than that, but it's not bad by any stretch. The thick 7-inch comfort layer absorbs the bulk of the energy such that most sleepers will find only the immediate energy spike to be noticeable. To test response time, we place a 12-pound medicine ball on the mattress. Once it's fully at rest, we then quickly remove it and objectively measure the amount of time it takes for the mattress to recover and resume its original shape. A faster response time is better as quicker responding material layers better adapt to your changes in movement and prevent any type of a stuck feeling. The Puffy Royal Hybrid has a very fast level of material responsiveness. However, it is still notably slower than average. In our test, we measured a mostly recovered response speed of 0.6 seconds and a fully recovered response speed of 1.2 seconds. Based on all of our tests to date, the mostly recovered average response speed is 0.4 seconds and the fully recovered average response speed is 0.8 seconds. As a result, Puffy Royal is moderately slower than both averages. Sleepers who are hypersensitive to slower responding mattress materials could find this level of recovery speed to be problematic. However, it is still considerably faster than traditional memory foam, which can take 3 to 5 seconds to fully recover. To run the bounce test, we drop a 12-pound medicine ball onto the mattress. We measure the maximum depth the ball sinks to before rebounding up, as well as the maximum height it achieved on the bounce. Bounce is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. However, more bounce is typically better than less as it improves ease of movement, aids in response time, and improves sex performance. The Puffy Royal Hybrid has a low level of bounce. In our test, we measured a total bounce height of 6.49 inches. This is 3.12 inches less bounce than the average of 9.61 inches. Mattresses with super thick comfort layers tend to absorb more of the bounce's energy. In addition, mattresses that utilize memory foam also tend to absorb more bounce. Puffy has both of these attributes, so the lower bounce was unsurprising. If you find it difficult to move on thicker foam mattresses, memory foam, or if you have slept on more traditional coil mattresses for most of your life, you may find the Puffy Royal just doesn't have enough bounce for your preferences. For an assessment of edge support, I lie on and sit on the edge of the mattress to measure the level of support and compression. Less sinkage while sitting and lying directly on the edge of the mattress is better, as it creates a more supportive edge for sleeping, lounging, and amorous activities. The Puffy Royal Hybrid has good, but not great edge support. In our sitting edge support test, we measured a sitting edge compression of 4.75 inches. This is 0.58 inches more edge compression than the average of 4.17 inches. You can see from my body here just how deep the edge sinks when under direct pressure. Lying edge support was a similar story. I found the performance to be fair at best. I did not feel tremendously well supported when lying directly on the edge of the mattress. In addition, there is a sensation of being rolled off the mattress when sleeping very near the edge. The Puffy Royal has a dramatic contouring body hug from the comfort layers, which is great for pressure relief. but also creates much of the sinkage at the absolute edge. The result is a less than super supportive edge. Most sleepers will want to move at least a couple of inches away from the absolute edge to feel fully supported. Our sex test uses a weighted formula to assess sex performance. Higher bounce and more supportive edges are the most important factors, with noise, pressure relief, and cooling being lesser weighted inputs. Mattresses with more bounce and better edge support perform better for sex, as do mattresses that don't make as much noise and are more comfortable to lie on. For the Puffy Royal, these individual factors generated a sex score of 9.3. This is a pretty low score, especially for a hybrid, considering the average sex score for hybrids is 9.71. Hybrids generally have higher levels of bounce and a great edge support, which are two of the most important factors for good sex performance. But on the Puffy, we're seeing quite low levels of bounce, uncharacteristic for a mattress of this type. The extra thick foam layers above the coil are undoubtedly what kills the bounce and in turn lowers the sex score. Bounce aside, edge support is pretty good, albeit not great. Noise, pressure relief, and cooling all have good performance and do not negatively impact the score here. Our pressure relief test is a measure of overall pressure relief performance. We analyze materials, layers, thicknesses, density, and design elements in conjunction with a subjective assessment of our experience while lying on the mattress. Mattresses with better pressure relief are able to create a more comfortable sleeping surface. Pressure relief on the Puffy Royal was exceptionally good. During our test, I felt no significant level of pressure point buildup anywhere on my body. The mattress has a robust 14-inch total profile with a super thick 7-inch comfort layer. Based on all of our tests to date, on average, the comfort layer is 4.1 inches. With 4 individual layers and 7 inches of comfort material, the Puffy Royal is able to create a luxury feel that relieves pressure, contours to the body, and comforts sleepers. Even heavier weighted sleepers will likely find the total mattress thickness and comfort layer thickness create enough pressure relief. Overall, I was pleased with the level of pressure relief performance. To evaluate off-gassing, we assessed the mattress following the initial unboxing, taking a subjective measure of any strong smells. We monitor the mattress over a period of days until the mattress no longer has a strong odor. Mattresses with a less strong odor and/or an odor that dissipates more quickly are better. Off-gassing odors on the Puffy Royal Hybrid are strong right out of the box. The odor is a typical polyfoam smell, nothing really out of the ordinary. In our test, it took 12 days for the mattress to fully off-gas. This is 7.6 days longer than the 4.68-day average compared to all of our mattress tests to date. The company score takes a look at the factors that may influence your experience with the mattress. Factors include length of trial period, warranty, shipping costs, return costs, and country of origin. For Puffy, these individual terms and conditions generated a company score of 9.8. It has a 101-night trial period, which is 38% shorter than the average trial period of 163 nights. Puffy also offers a lifetime warranty. Lifetime warranties are only standard on 27% of the mattresses we've tested to date. The average among the other 63% of mattresses is 14 years. Shipping is free to your door, and if the mattress ends up not working out, returns are also free. I would recommend the Puffy Royal Hybrid for sleepers who are looking for a hybrid mattress with a thick comfort layer. While this gives a bit of extra height to your bed, it also provides exceptional pressure relief. On top of that, the comfort layer provides a dramatic contour and hug around your body while keeping overall sinkage to a moderate level. I'd also recommend this if you're looking for a mattress with less bounce. It won't do any favors in the sex department, but it's not so low as to make the surface unresponsive and difficult to move around on. Finally, the mattress has fantastic cooling, which is great for those in warm climates or who just generally sleep hot. I personally love the feel of high-performance memory foam, even though it has some negatives relative to other hybrids and other mattress types. For those who just love a dramatic contour with incredible pressure relief, the Puffy Royal Hybrid can be a great choice. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope it's helpful. Comments, questions, please drop us those notes down below. If you're interested in buying the Puffy, we've got a link in the description. For more from NapLab, be sure to get subscribed, ring that bell, and visit us over at naplab.com. As always, thank you so much for watching.